And welcome back, folks, to Movie Nerds. My name is Tom. I am your host. Today, we are reviewing a Disney Plus exclusive movie, Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger. Yes, you heard me right. Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger. Come join our conversation. I have my trusty guest, Aubrey, here. Her husband did not see this movie, so he's not reviewing it. But he'll probably come in later. But Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger. This one was kind of like a surprise. I didn't even know it was coming out until the week of, and people were talking about it. Chip and Dale has a lot of very interesting casts in this movie. It's not your typical what's it called, like Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger from the 90s. It's it's
bizarre.
it's behind the scene how that was made, and I thought this movie was so clever and so good. I enjoyed this movie so much because I think it brought back some of my childhood memory. And you have a lot of cast. You have Andy Samberg, John. I don't know how to say his name. You know how to say his name?
I think it's Mulaney.
Mulaney. You also have like Eric. Yeah, Eric Banner, Will Arnett,
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. You have Keegan Michael Kay is in this one. Uh,
Eric Bana. Did you say that already?
yeah, he's in, which is weird. You got Seth Rogen, and so you got a lot of different cast voice acting in this one. Um, the synopsis of this movie is it tells the story how Chip and Dale got together how they built their friendship and how they went to Hollywood and they like to entertain and they got a chance to make Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers with Monterey Jack and what's the girl's name? I forgot the girl's name. Idget.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fly.
Gadget. It's
yeah. Gadget, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a while, folks. I'm 40 years old. This came out like when I was like 10.
Yeah, we were young. We were little.
Yeah. So they get a big break in Hollywood and they made Rescue Rangers, and then they break up because Dale, or is it Chip? No, Dale wants to go off and do his own thing because he feels like he wants to prove to Chip that he's more than what he is in the show. And the movie takes place where they're trying to come back together and they're trying to solve a crime. So, Aubrey, what did you like about this movie?
I don't even know. It was so unexpected. Like, first of all, I will say when I saw the very first trailer, okay, when I found out they were doing a Chip and Dale reboot, I was weirded out. Like, I was like, how do you do a movie with like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? You know what I mean? And so then when I saw the very first preview, I was like, what the heck is going on? This is not Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, you know? It wasn't. And then, Dale gets his 3D upgrade, which I did think was like clever. And the whole time in the movie, they intertwined so many Easter eggs of old cartoons and characters and peoples and actresses, like just this whole thing. It was really very clever to imagine a world where the cartoons and humans live hand in hand and how things change and get the 3D upgrade,
it's your typical Hollywood getting their plastic surgery. That's what it was.
Yes, for real. So I did think that do I think this movie was needed? No. Was it pleasantly surprising? Yes, 100%.
I agree with you.
Pleasantly surprised. That being said, I probably didn't have high expectations for it either. So when I have low expectations and I'm pleasantly surprised, I'm happy,
Okay.
So that's kind of my big thing.
Okay. I love this movie just because it's the cameo, the Easter egg that comes in the movie. But not only the Easter egg comes in the movie, it flows well with the movie. It makes sense.
Throwing it in to throw it in. It all makes sense. And it is very nostalgic.
Very. And I loved it. And it's your typical, there's typical, it's not something that is like you gotta really think about this or rocket science. It's a very simple plot. They're trying to find out who kidnapped Monterey Jack, and as they go, they build their friendship back up, and then they tell each other why they left and this and this. So you get that story, and the basics of it is brilliant. It's fine.
Yeah.
But what makes the movie is, of course, the chemistry between Chip and Dale. I like how they tell us that they don't really sound like this, but on the show they sound very high pitched, and I thought that was clever the way
That was really funny.
they addressed that issue. And so I don't have any issue with this movie. I thought it was. I'm just like you, Aubrey. I was pleasantly surprised at how good this movie was and how fun I had watching this movie. And so I don't know if my kids will love it or like it, because I don't know if they can.
I don't think India would like it.
No,
it's up her alley.
I don't think they understand the Easter eggs and all that stuff. And so
I think that India would probably catch a few characters like Lumiere, obviously, but really there's not many that I think she would get right off the bat. I will say, having Peter Pan be one of my favorite Disney movies.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
Spoiler alert. So skip for the next 30 seconds if you don't want to know who the villain is. But it's freaking Peter Pan as an old, gross old man still trying to wear his outfit.
Grown up
with the arm hair. I was just, and then like when they showed him as a teenager with the facial hair and the zits, I was dying, because it was so funny and so clever that would be the villain who's mad at the world. But I didn't need to see Peter Pan grow up.
I thought it was very clever of them to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait, I have to say I was dying when they were making fun of the early computer animation, and he was like, "I am looking at you," and it's like this. And when they said it was Golden Compass status, I really did laugh pretty hard, because I actually watched that movie. I just put it on the other day, and it does have some pretty bad
when he was saying it's the Polar Express, what's it called?
Yes, the Polar Express is bad too.
So I thought it was pretty clever that they did that. What would you let's give this movie a rank? Oh, there's a drink. What would you give this movie?
Well, for me, would you compare it? Which one was better, this or the new Space Jam?
Oh, this.
I think this.
The Space Jam. The new Space Jam is garbage to me. I hate that movie.
I did love all of the nostalgia of the new Space Jam too. Like the end when they're at it's probably the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that's the only best part of the movie.
Just because you can sit there and try and spot so many different things. But yeah, probably this one.
The only thing
I was joking. Space Jam.
It was a good part.
What would you give this movie?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7. So there you have but what is there anything that you didn't like about this movie?
Well, the Peter Pan thing. And then I guess it was just one of those things where it's I really can't put it into words what it was. So maybe 7.5. I don't know.
7.5.
She pumped it up to a 7.5.
I feel like I didn't hate it.
Know.
It's just one of those things where do I think that everyone needs to go out and watch this movie?
No.
If you want to have something fun to watch and you really don't care if you see every second of it, then yeah, watch this one. But I feel like I have to start reserving my 8 through 9 and 10s for really good movies. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I agree. I probably give this one 8 out of 10 as well. 8 out of 10. There are a couple of scenes in there that I thought they didn't need to be there. But other than that, it was pleasantly surprised that was that good. It was fun to watch, and so. So, folks, if you haven't checked out, this is a Disney Plus movie. People probably won't go out to see it in the theater. This is perfect for Disney Plus. I would check it out. Let us know what your thoughts on Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger, not the 90s, 2022. Leave the comment below, subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.